Introductions.
Yo, welcome to the Chopp Shop Radio. First of all, sorry for the situations, but it was all Chairman Fred's fault.
Oh no, well shoot, then it wasn't a problem. Then if Chairman Fred had something to do with it, it's not a problem.
Yeah, we were trying to get off the phone with us, but he was trying to break down the whole jive ass turkey terminology. We had a situation. I don't know what's going on. So, could you please introduce yourself and who we're talking to? Because you could be anybody we're talking. I just want everybody to know who we're speaking to right now.
Well, for those who don't know, I am the Lady of Rage, Death Row Records artist, from Steve Harvey Show, from the movie Ride, from the movie Next Friday, but mainly from Death Row Records. I think that's where everybody would know me from my days as rapper Supreme.
The Afro Puffs.
Afro Puffs.
Yes.
You still got the Afro Puffs. Fred said you still had the Afro Puffs.
You know, Chairman Fred said that you still have the Afro Puffs.
Yeah, I still, yeah.
Do you feel obligated to keep that? Like the way Slick Rick has to wear his chains all the time? He probably like, fuck, I shouldn't have wore all those chains back in the day because now you got to wear them all the time.
A lot of times, I wear an afro a lot of times, and then when I perform, a lot of times, and I try to change up my style, but when I perform, everybody, well, what happened to the afro puffs? No, the afro. So the afro puffs are more popular than I am. You know. You
know what? That's I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know if that's a good or bad.
I mean, it just goes along with her personality, man. That's a good thing. The first thing you think of Afro Puffs, you think of Lady of Rage. I mean, it goes hand in hand.
So being the directional guy, I'll be the one to always cut in, and if I do cut you off, Goddess, please don't think it. Just, everybody. I do it to everybody just because I like to get I like to get a certain thing out of it. So I had posted your biography, but let's briefly talk about how the hell does a female from Virginia end up on Doggy Style and the fucking Chronic? How does that happen? How does that happen?
From Farmville, Virginia, at that.
Why is that supposed to be like extra white or something? Because it sounds extra white.
I mean, it's remote.
I thought that was a video game.
They had the presidential. What did they have? The vice presidential debates at a college that well, now it's a university, but a lot of people probably saw, if you watch the debates, a lot of people saw Farmville, like they probably, where did I hear that name before? Farmville, Virginia. So that's the town that I'm from, and when I was growing up, it was very small. Maybe 5,000 to 7,000 people.
Would you go as far as calling it country?
Very country, has to be.
Y'all would call it country. Y'all would.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we from up.
So how did you get to? How did you get to?
Y'all call everything country.
Well, just not to you, because you have such a vast story, comrade, that sometimes I'll jump in and speed it up just because I want to make sure everybody gets the point. You had done music. A lot of people, I think, look at you and they look at Lady of Rage at Death Row, but they don't understand that you were putting in work before that, and that's how you got to that point. You were part of some whole musical movement. Could you talk briefly about that and like what happened?
So I started in when I left Virginia. After I graduated, I went to Texas, and after I left Texas, I went to Arkansas, and then I went to New York. My reason for going to New York was the saying is, if you can't make it in New York, you can't make it anywhere. So I ended up working with a couple people. I met some people that was very influential. The first person I met was Beverly Goodman, who was the mother of Niles Rodgers, and she just so happened to be looking for a rap artist because she was doing a public service announcement for AIDS awareness. So I ended up working with her. She put me in the studio at Power Play Studios. I met Ant Live, rest in peace, he just passed away, Anthony Barrier, who is the brother of Eric B. So I ended up meeting so many people by being in the studios. So I met this guy named Shakim, and he was working with a group called the LA Posse, who did LL Cool J's album. Okay. And so they're from California. So they signed me to a production deal, signed us all to a production deal, and that's when I met this group STP, which is now Organized Confusion, where Pharaoh Munch was there.
Yeah.
Monifa was a part of this crew.
Monifa.
Yeah, L from the LL Scratch, he was a part of the crew.
Was that the rapper or the hype man?
LL Scratch rapper.
Huh?
Was that the rapper or the hype man?
LL Scratch.
You don't know what we do.
No. LL Scratch is too.
Oh. Big L the Mac. Yeah, L.
Yeah.
And so when the LA Posse came back to California, they let Dre hear the product. He heard me, and at the time I was working at Chung King Studios, and Chubb Rock was interested in me and working with me as well. So Dre was like, he called me. He was like, yo, it's Dr. Dre. I'm getting a new label together. I want to know if you want to be a part of it. And I said, how do I know you're Dr. Dre? And he sent me a ticket. He said, there's only one way to find out. And he sent me a ticket. So after some, pondering, I was asking Charles because Charles was working with me, and he was thinking that, maybe Dre just wanted me so I could go against, it would be me and him against Cube and Yo-Yo. And so then after a while, I was like, well, shoot, but it's Dre. And he was like, yeah, I can't front. Dre is all that on the production. Go out there, see what they talking about. If they don't do nothing with you.
Would you have thrown hands with Yo-Yo at that point?
Say it again.
Would you have went head up for Yo-Yo at that point?
With Yo-Yo, you mean?
With Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo.
You said could I have gone?
No. Would you have? If it was like, yo, you gotta get to this point, but we're gonna need you to go head up with Yo-Yo, like rap against her, and then like get in the ring with gloves.
So see, me and Yo-Yo are real good friends, but me not knowing her at that time, and me needing to prove who I am as an MC, and me willing to do that, then that's probably what would have been done.
That was a good political. That was a good political answer. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, man. I would give one of my arms to see that.
Right. She'd have been like, "You can't play with my yo
back." Is no joke. And me and her are real good friends. So,
I can imagine that. I would love to be in the same room with Yo-Yo and Rage.
Woo.
No, they ain't gonna be fighting. They're just chilling.
So moving forward, you linked up with Dre. What was that like? Because you wasn't just.
Was it intimidating? Like.
I don't think
I was never intimidated.
Yeah. I believe you.
Listen, I'm gonna put my money on that. Dre was intimidated because how the fuck? Excuse my language. How the fuck does a female not even from Cali come to Cali and hold her own with the Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre during their heyday?
So all right, so Doggy Style is a classic all-time album, man. You're the first verse on that album.
And that's how it was set up. It was supposed to be that that would be the introduction. Like Snoop's album was out, but whoever did the intro on the current artist, they would be the next artist to come out. So,
like Wu-Tang did with Method Man.
Yeah.
Not the Dog Pound. It was supposed to be me.
So what happened with that? How come that never transpired?
I'm not really sure what happened with it, but later on I heard that because the Dog Pound's album, being Daz is a producer, he would already be making beats, and they were already be in the studio doing shit. So
and it has nothing to do with the fact that he's Snoop Dogg's cousin.
I don't think so. Their album was done already.
Oh, okay. So it was a faster process. The process.
Mine wasn't done, and I'm a slow writer, so it took more time for me.
Word.
But we hadn't even started. We hadn't even started on mine. They already had it done.
When you worked on The Chronic and Snoop Dogg's first album, which are arguably two of the most classic albums of all time, did you have a sense spiritually and mentally how epic that was going to be? Or did you just be like, this is just what I do and it is what it is? Or did you realize how epic it was going to be?
At the time,
it's just what I do. It's just what we all did. We all were trying to prove a point. We all wanted to be heard. Like when I came out there and Snoop was concerned, he's like, do you think being that I came from New York, not from New York, but I was living in New York before I came to Cali. So, and working at Chung King Records, I knew a lot of the MCs that came through there. So his thing was, do you think that the East Coast is going to like me. He was just concerned whether he was going to be embraced or not. And I was like, they're going to love you.
Yeah. Oh, like that. What was that? Was that
the charisma, man?
No, was it the Source Awards or one of the awards right during the heyday of the East Coast West Coast beef that Snoop Dogg was on one of the award show going? So nobody got love for Snoop Dogg. That was when all that LA and all that East Coast West Coast shit.
No, this was before this.
Before he even came out.
It was like deep cover. This was when we were doing the Chronic and stuff and his album. This was before the Source Awards.
Can I ask you a question? When you were doing the Chronic, and you can answer this how you want or whatever, but when you were doing the Chronic and the Doggy Style album, do you feel like they were kind of like taken aback by the fact that you were a female and you were holding your own with these heavyweights? Because I would be.
They probably. I don't know. I know someone told me a while ago that, like, Rage, people didn't know what to do with you because it's like a girl that plays that ball well enough to be in the NBA, but she's a girl, so she can't be in the NBA. So what do you do with her? She's too good for the WNBA, and they're not going to have her in the NBA. So what do we do with you? So that's what somebody told me once before, and I was like, But I feel that, like I said, I was never intimidated. Everybody that I went up against was guys. I wasn't even looking at girls. I felt like you're not in my league.
Was he in your weight class?
You're no competition. Huh?
Was he in your weight class?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not in your weight class. No, you know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's how I felt. And I don't know if it was a cockiness. It was kind of a cockiness and a confidence because I wrote my own rhymes, and back then a lot of females not writing their rhymes. So when I was like, you give me
not saying no names, Little Kim. Yup, not saying no names.
Little Kim wasn't even thought of at that time.
Say it again.
No, I was saying not saying no names. Little Kim. Yeah, people that didn't write that.
He's throwing people under the bus. Don't listen to him.
I can do that. I'm not a legend like you. I can say whatever I want. People don't give a fuck about me anyways. So the death row point of all of that.
Well, I got a question.
Go ahead.
There's like a legend that a lot of people didn't go to the death row studio without their guns. You know what I'm saying? Like the death row studio was like a ill crazy place. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was your take on that? How was that? What was the atmosphere like? Rage. Hey.
I think the line might have cut off. We're going to have to go back. Maybe that was too real of a question. So
he's trying to get niggas indicted.
You know what happened? Is that she thought he was about to ask who killed Tupac question.
No. Too good. Who killed
We can't ask that. So we're gonna Rage. If you're there, we can't hear you. Call right back. She'll call right back. So do you guys realize who we're talking to right here? We're talking to the first lady of Death Row. We're talking to a former co-star of the Steve Harvey Show.
Get with the roughest, toughest.
She was in the Next Friday. She performed. Chopp Shop Radio.
Let me apologize. I'm driving. I'm going through a hill, so I'm on my cell phone. So
it's okay. You don't got to.
Lady Ridge, can I just tell you something?
Pull over. I was saying, Kim, Foxy, all these girls. I don't speculate on who they're dope MCs. I'm pretty sure me and Kim used to talk before she became Queen V, and she would call me and ask me, what I thought about it and things like that, and we have a very good relationship as well.
I don't think people realize how much of a mentor you was to some of these women.
Say it again.
I said I don't think people realize how much of a mentor you were to these women. I don't think they realize that.
Shit, I didn't even realize it. I would have girls, just tell me how much they really. Shauna, who I think is a dope MC. It's a lot of girls out there that I think are dope. Shauna is dope. Kim is dope. Muhammadia, Jean Grey, the Brat is so dope to me as well. And when these girls come to me and tell me what I mean to them and how I influence them, it just kind of.
Well, we got one. We got one.
We actually one of those. We have somebody whose birthday it is who's part of our international team, the Universal Collective. She's 26 years old, and she's the first female in our family. Like you were the first Death Row. Ty B is the first female in the Universal Collective, and she insisted on coming here. Yes, and we were talking. So Ty B, you turned 26 today. Yes. And we're talking to Lady of Rage. Now you're 26. You don't tell so you're, but I'm saying, but you're in your 20s. So you were a lot younger when Lady of Rage and Death Row was at its highlight. So why were you so interested in coming here as a female MC and being here while we talk to Lady of Rage? You actually said to me that you just want to be in the background. You didn't even want to, you know what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, like, she opened the doors for a lot of other female rappers. It's just so as Little Kim did and, you know, Nicki did. Like, these are female rappers before me, so I have to pay that homage. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's homage. It's just homage. Wow. And I remember I see you on, hell yeah, I see you on, you know what I'm saying, in the movies and shit. And
don't bring up Friday. She don't want to be called Baby D. Don't call her Baby D.
That's another question.
I don't got no cookies and shit, but I got some bud though, some sour. I got some sour. Come on, some sour.
You don't move with that. So do you smack people? Do you smack people that come run up to you like, hey, Baby D? And do you like put your hands on them, put the paws on them when they do that?
Say it again.
Do you put the paws on people that run up to you and be like, hey, Baby D? Like, is that something like? Do you embrace or do you how you feel about people that
I do because I feel like fans or people that admire you or people that like your work or respect your work, I feel that these people put you in the position that you're in. They bought your music, they support you, they go to the movies, they pay money to see the work that you've been in. So I feel like, you know, even if I don't feel good or even if I don't want to be bothered, I don't let them know that.
Let's keep it real, though. If a 20-something-year-old ran up on you and said, what's up, Baby D? You show him love, but in your head, you're like,
Like Ty B. Let's say that if I ran up on you like that. What's up?
Don't listen to her. She tries to seduce you with us.
It's more homage, though. It ain't no disrespect. It's more homage.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful. It's not disrespectful at all. That's why I don't disrespect them. Like, hey, they don't know Robin. They don't know the Lady of Rage. All they know is Baby D. They don't.
Yo, like I told you before, like I told you before on the phone, you got a long ass name, the Lady of Rage. So
before the phone got disconnected, I was asking the question. Like, legend has it that the Death Row studio was like an ill, dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? Like some people like I never went to the studio without my hammer or my gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that atmosphere like?
Can you hold this phone?
Well, when I was in the studio, the atmosphere was basically putting in work. That's what we're doing.
When you say that, you start thinking about gangbang.
It would be girls up there for the guys who wanted to deal with the girls. It would be it's a studio atmosphere. You got drinking going on, you got smoking going on. It's a creative process. So whatever gets your creative juices flowing, that's what's going on up there.
Yeah. Word. What was Suge like? What was like Suge Knight? What was he like? Like what's your relationship with Suge?
My relationship with Suge was good. I know he used to always try to get me. He felt that I didn't. I was more uptight. I wasn't. He needed me to loosen up. He wanted me to loosen up, and this is a family, and you got to trust us, and this and that. But I was just more like, nah, I'm not.
What was that? Was that because you wasn't like really from like the California, like it's kind of like outside?
That's what it was. I just didn't. I didn't know them. I know they bought me. They didn't know me either. They took a chance with me. Right. So, but me being a loner most of the time, I'm just more apprehensive about things. Right. So the more I, was around, the more I loosened up, and the more I felt comfortable.
Word. So right now, like we know you do the show with Fred Hampton Jr. and
Jim and Fred.
Yeah. So what's that like? Like, give us a little bit about the show. Like, what's that show entail?
Well, it's Freedom on Radio, and we talk about any and everything that, from politics to music to what's going on in your hood and wherever, from here to there, international. It doesn't matter. We have no limits on what it is that we talk about. But listening to Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., on the show or any other time, it's a learning experience for me because he's so he just seems like a well of information, and I'm always in awe of how much he knows and how he stores it and how he could just like a Rolodex in his mind, just flip through his mind and pull this information out like that. So it's a learning. I'm a sponge when I'm around him. Like I'm just absorbing it all.
He was the first person that I ever said we got to do a 3-part interview on because he says so much. So
go for 4.
So I know they move forward. This is not me. I'm sorry, Lady Rage, because I'm the person that always gets the direction. I just want to go back and I'm gonna ask questions that I know that the people that are watching want to know. Mm-hmm. What was it like?
I already asked that question.
What?
I'm just playing.
What was it like to be on the set and be a part of the whole Next Friday thing? Could you talk about that?
Now, that was fun. That role was initially for Latifah.
Okay.
And Latifah couldn't do it. Then they were going to give it to Missy. And I guess Missy couldn't do it. And I was there to audition for it. And I didn't even have to audition. They just gave it to me. So,
that, you know, I don't know why? Because they were scared of you.
You punched it. You punched that.
Yeah. But real talk, was there a lot of smoking on the set? Was there a lot of smoking on the set? Or was y'all pretty much, you know what I'm saying, smokeless out there?
Nah, I stayed in my trailer. Like I said, I'm a loner, so I was off to myself. I don't really know what they were doing when they called me. I came to do what I had to do.
That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. I heard that was an edible cookie. That you ate. That's not. I'm not gonna say who told me.
And we heard you.
Faggot ass Chauncey told us.
Faggot ass Chauncey. He told on Kane and he told on you.
And we heard you strong armed your role. He said, "You don't give me that goddamn part."
Yo, we heard you had Ice Cube shook. He had to give the.
Word, man.
Might should get that battle drink.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. I wanted to go back to when I was telling you that I never felt intimidated. I never looked at girls as competition. The first girl that I came across that I really respected was Nikki D.
Oh yeah, my mom used to always sing her lyrics to me when I was little.
Nikki D's nice.
Nikki D was writing her own rhymes, and I was jealous of her because she was the first girl signed to Def Jam, and that was my goal. Like, I'm gonna be the first girl on Def Jam. And then she got it, and I was like, man. And then I got to meet her, and we became good friends as well. Matter of fact, I used to perform with her every now and then, and we lived together for a while, and we was cool, very cool. But she was one of the first girls that I met that wrote their own rhymes. Heather B is another one.
Yo, you know what? You know my three. No bullshit. You know my three favorite female MCs are Heather B, Lady of Rage, and Bahamadia. My three favorite female
MCs.
Hey, yo, Janelle Monáe's a beast too.
Yeah, Rod's a beast.
Oh yeah. But I'm it's true. Yo, you're too humble.
You can't leave Lauryn Hill out of that.
What did 50 Cent say? He said she put out an album without no beat. Anyways, I love Lauryn Hill.
I mean, come on. That's
so Lady of Rage, when you were doing that movie, did you have interactions with Ice Cube, or was it more like he just was directing and you didn't really deal directly with him, or what was that whole situation like?
Just when it was our scene, it was that's when we dealt with each other, when it was my scene. Before, when I came on set, we had a little interaction, and then after that, him telling me what it is he wanted me to do and taking me through everything. Then me coming back the next couple days, it was, you know.
Did you have any prior acting experience before that? That was just.
Well, acting.
The Steve Harvey Show, right?
Oh well, yeah.
Many people don't. Did you say the Cosby Show?
No, Steve Harvey. He said Steve Harvey.
Yeah, wasn't you on the Cosby Show? You was little Rudy, right? Rudy Rage.
But nah, acting is what I want. Acting is my first love. People think probably I'm just a novice for the acting. Like, oh, everybody wants to be an actor. No, that is what I wanted to do before I started rapping. So I started writing rhymes at 12. I wrote a poem in the 3rd grade called Superstar. telling them that.
You remember it?
Do you remember it? Can you kick it for us?
Bourbon Street.
I don't remember it, but it was called Superstar.
You can't give us like a synopsis of what it was?
No.
Okay, don't ask again. Don't ask again.
It's the point that she was going to be a superstar. It was a premonition.
All right, so like, are you working on anything new right now? Do you have any like new material, or what are your focus now today?
Besides Fremont Radio with Chairman Fred Hampton, I'm also slated to play Akua and Jerry, formerly known as Deborah Johnson, who is the widow of Chairman Fred Hampton Sr. So playing that role is going to be, I think, probably my best role thus far, because that's gonna take range, emotions, conviction.
Word.
I mean,
you know what's crazy is that's an amazing sister, and I don't mean to cut you off, but people that don't know who that is, that's Fred Hampton's wife,
mother,
and Fred Hampton Jr.'s mother. But what I'm saying is, for people that don't know who she is and haven't met her physically like I have,
you're gonna be her.
You can play her because she actually has that kind of hairstyle, the big hair like
she's
you.
Already ready. You heard what she said? That's an actress like that's ready. You ready for an award?
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is that out of everybody in the room and everybody listening, I've actually met Fred Hampton's mother and built with her and hung out with her. And I can see Lady of Rage playing her. Yeah, I can see that. It's crazy.
We're looking forward to that, yo.
It's crazy.
So we gotta get these titles right. It's Chairman Fred Hampton.
Keep checking too.
Get it right, Boom. Yeah, every time, Chairman.
Just like she checked me on the phone the other day. It was just me and her talk. She was like, by the way, it's the Lady of Rage. You know what I said? I said under my breath. And if I'm lying, lady, check me. I was like, damn, you got a long ass name, but I just...
No, you said that. And the way I got the name. The way I got the name was in 12th grade. I was in a rap group called the Legion of Doom, and my other two friends, they had a name. So I was in English class, and my friend kept messing with. He kept messing with me. So I hit him, and he was like, "Damn, the Lady of Rage."
Smack some sense into
I
that
said, say that again, and he was like, the Lady of Rage, and I said, that's my name, and I went and wrote it on the bathroom wall.
So we just like I said, it's honorary. We got a couple of people in the building from our family. We got BX Young G's, we got Radamez G's. Did you have any questions you want to ask? Because you've been pretty quiet over there. Is there anything you wanted to ask Lady of Rage? You know what I'm saying? While we got around the phone.
Any artists that you're working on with Ray, and you know what I'm saying, coming up, like that we should be on the lookout for?
Well, see, I normally stay in-house. Like, Corrupt and I, well, he's been talking about us doing a project called The Purge. And Corrupt is a phenomenal MC as well. But I don't know if we're going to do that, but I know Premier and I are working on what I call my last album. I called it My Last Hoorah, the Coup de Grace.
Did you just say Premier?
Yes, DJ Premier, and it's entitled Queen Kong. I wanted to call it Verbal Abuse, but I said
that's
either Queen.
That's what I was.
We're just gonna call it down the low anyway.
For the record, for people out there, for business transaction purposes, is the Lady of Rage available for features or like what's going on?
Of course, I'm always I'm always making.
I got an arm. I'll give you an arm. And,
I got a testy. I ain't usually
We're gonna get Ty B to tattoo Lady of Rage on his stomach for you to do the feature. That's what we're gonna do.
Get one of these grown men to tramp stamp your name on their back.
Tramp stamp. Get G's a tramp stamp. Lady of Rage in cursive on his back.
Wow.
So you got so if people wanted to find out more about these projects, because I tried to look you up on Facebook and all of that, and you wasn't really posted on that. So how can people people that are watching this that are really vibing off this, how can they stay in tune with what you're doing and support what you're doing?
Well, I'm trying to definitely up my social media game. I'm not savvy with it. I just I really didn't want to get into it, but I feel like this is definitely social media, the platform.
You know that's my specialty, right?
We have a social media expert.
You know that's my specialty, right? I'm just saying.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So you may have to help me out with that.
Huh? I may have to help you out with that. Stop playing.
You may have to.
Okay. We'll talk off. We'll talk off the current status we're at.
Yo, lady,
we'll talk off the record.
Yeah, we'll talk off the record because I don't want no one to know if they hit up Lady of Rage, they may be talking to me. That's all I'm saying.
So, yo, lady, real quick, I had a quick question. Before you were saying when you first came up, you had hit New York, right? And you said the first dude to put you on was a dude named Shakim, right?
Yeah. No, Miss Beverly Goodman was the person that I worked with first, and then I met Shakim.
All right, now Shakim, he was like a tall dude, big with dreads, like was cool.
No.
Okay, because I knew a dude
Shakim from Queens.
Okay, yeah, I know Shakim from Queens. Though he ran with Red Alert and all that. I was just seeing if they.
Oh no.
The same people, yo. I've been wild.
Nah, not him.
So one of our young brothers, Deuce, has a question for you.
I got two questions.
That nigga ain't young.
He said, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
We wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, how's Mr. Rage doing?
Is that your way? Is that your way of asking if she's single?
Yeah. Come on, man. You doing big things, man.
He's trying to finesse the
By the way.
Did you just try to finesse the plug?
That's type B joint. Check out type B. That's that joint. You ain't got to answer that question, but that was like that's a little plain.
I don't have a Mr. Rage. The man in my life is Mr. Him, who he is.
No doubt.
Who I am.
No doubt. All right,
I think he was trying to slide. You know, I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Slide in the DM.
Don't do that.
That's my brother. I'll handle him later. I'll take care of that for you. Don't worry about that.
Question. You know what I'm saying? The second question is, you know what Bourbon Street is?
Do I know what is?
Bourbon Street. You know what is Bourbon Street known for?
New Orleans.
Besides Mardi Gras.
I want to say that.
Besides Mardi Gras.
You've been on the show. You should fucking know already.
She knows. Well, besides Mardi Gras, what is Bourbon Street known for?
Besides Mardi Gras?
Yeah. What's all through Bourbon Street? All down the street, we can go walk
up and down.
Up and down.
Can't throw a rock without hitting one.
I don't know. The bees.
Bars. You know what I'm saying? So we got a segment, Bourbon Street. So all of our guests, we ask them to spit something. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, can I just add that anybody who's an upcoming artist is forced to do this, but anybody who's an OG can respectfully pass. I'm just letting you know.
Word.
Oh yeah, nah. I'm not. We ain't on Bourbon Street.
If you give us some bars, we're gonna give us some bourbon. If you give us some bars, we're going to Bourbon Street.
No, hold on. We don't do respect. Either we're on Bourbon Street or we're not.
Yeah. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You driving.
Yeah, exactly. I was getting ready to say, and I'm driving.
Yeah, exactly. More ways than one.
I thought he was meaning metaphorically, like she was the one leading the conversation. Right?
She's driving the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Double entendre.
What do you do? What do you do if Lady of Rage cuts you off? Do you talk shit or do you keep?
No, you shut up.
You
quiet.
You get her a head nod. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean?
You got that.
So please,
I
beg of you.
Respectfully, we request.
No. I beg of you to take us to Bourbon Street.
Yeah, you got something for us.
Well, that's going to have to be on part 2 of the show.
All right.
We're trying to get that verbal abuse. You know what I'm saying? We need that.
Hey, Lady of Rage, don't listen to these jive ass turkeys.
You have to PayPal me first,
we got to put some money in your PayPal account before we get some Bourbon Street.
She like swipe, nigga, swipe.
We got to put some money in your PayPal account.
So basically, we're coming to the point where we're gonna wrap it up. But you know, I got the contract right here, my lawyer right here. Can we make sure that we say that Lady of Rage will be giving us a part 2 to this interview at one point?
With Bourbon Street.
Yeah, but she's gonna let you know when it's gonna be.
Third person. We can take that. Okay, you know what I like about that? You said third. That was third person.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Everybody from the 90s talks about themselves in third person. Bo knows. The Lady of Rage don't hear no shit. The chairman Fred Hampton Jr. don't like jive ass turkeys.
But some real shit, man. We appreciate you taking your time out of your day and talking to us, man. The shit was like the highlight of my year.
Nah, this was the best interview we've ever done.
Yes, good episode.
I thought I was gonna get home sooner, but it's traffic. I mean, y'all.
No, you don't gotta explain yourself.
California traffic.
No explanation needed.
It's the worst.
No explanation needed. We have Master Ace called us. He was at the carnival with his kids.
He was at Six Flags.
Six Flags with his kids.
And then we had the other homie call, and his kids were wrestling and breaking the furniture.
Yeah,
we have rocking 6 locations.
Yeah, rocking his monster was putting his kids to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you.
I used to wrestle with Daz and them. Me and Latifah, we all wrestled.
Hold on. This comes to another segment of the show that we forgot about. We always ask for a great story. You know what I'm saying? We have some great stories. And give us a good story about, I don't care what it is. It's like a funny...
I need a death row
story.
Jeez. I don't know.
That one right there.
I heard of a story that back in the death row days in the studio, a white dude came into the studio and he was like, I can rap. And they was like, all right, let him rap. And then he got 2 words out and everybody beat his ass. I don't know how true that is, but that's...
I've heard that story too.
So we'll do that during part 2. We're going to end with this question. Out of everybody on death row, who's your favorite MC other than yourself?
Corrupt.
She said that with no hesitation.
Yeah.
That's because her and Corrupt got a project out. That was the promo.
No.
He's always spitting. Young Gastro.
Corrupt and RBX.
Oh,
RBX wrote a lot of shit. Yeah, he wrote a lot of shit for the Duff.
Word.
Respect to that.
So, Lady of Age, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to call you on a personal level on the other thing, but we're going to get to part 2 at your discretion. But we thank you. Is there any last words?
You gotta say please at the end.
Please. Is there any last words that you would like to give, or any shout outs or any last things you would like to say? And like I said, we are truly honored and thank you so much for calling in and giving, because you don't do a lot of interviews, it seems like. So
No, I don't.
So I don't know.
She's a loner.
I don't know. I don't know.
Christmas gift.
I don't know why you did this one, but we're honored that you did.
Word up. We love you, yo.
Well, I'm honored that you all even wanted to do an interview with me. I want to shout out to the Chopp Shop and Kim Fred Hampton Jr., Fremont Radio. Y'all can tune into that every Wednesday, 4:30 to 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 929-477-3785. And that's what it is.
Word.
Can I get a birthday shout out? My birthday's on Christmas.
Shout out to Ty B.
G's, today is Ty B's birthday.
It's 22, bitch.
And BX Young G's birthday is Christmas. And BX Young G's and Ty B just wanted a shout out for the birthday.
It's 22.
Well, okay, let me say, happy birthday to you.
Yo, somebody.
Happy birthday to you.
This shit better be in the archive.
Happy birthday, whoever you are.
That's you.
Birthday to you.
Cheer.
She had the remix. She was
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate that, Lady.
Hey, you better hurry up and copyright that before we sell that.
Yeah, too late. One of the Beatles already got it.
That's ringtone sales, right? Yeah.
So, Lady of Rage, we're going to let you go. I'm going to call you on a personal level later, but thank you so much for calling in the Chopp Shop. Thank you for blessing us with your knowledge. Thank you for blessing us with your wisdom, and we support. We love you, and 100%. Anything you're doing, we're behind 100%.
Love you, Queen.
Well, thank you.
Bless.
Word.
Peace and blessings.
You.
Peace.
All right.
Kind of scared to hang up on it. Chopp Shop Radio. We're going to let you go right now. Peace.